Welcome to our Tuesday edition of Central Live at Noon. Just about 30 seconds ago, I almost fell off the steps of the stage, so you should be thankful that I didn't, so I can.
You should have saw your face.
So I can help broadcast today. All right. So this is the best place where you could find good news, solid biblical teaching, and slightly above average jokes. And we're happy to have Pastor Tony here again to
I think they're slightly average.
above average, like slightly above average jokes.
I mean,
I was trying to give you credit.
it's I'm stirring the bottom of the pot right now. I've been on like 11 different websites trying to find some jokes. So I'm still Central fam, help me out. I mean, some of you are sending some really good ones in that we can share back and forth, but
just
not
live.
Not on the stream of the liveness.
Yeah, so it can't like really be against any type of person or nationality or anything like that. It has to be real clean, easy to tell on live stream.
And most of them are clean. They're just still making fun of somebody, and we want to kind of keep it focused to the So again, if you have a good joke that you feel like would be great, instead of sending them to Pastor Tony or myself, send them right into the messenger, private message, or email them right into Central, and they'll be able to collect them for Pastor Tony and then get them out as we deem able. So I think next week we're going to do some special things for Easter. So Pastor Tony is here with jokes these 4 days here, so make sure you laugh loud and hard and retell them to your kids or your grandparents, or just give it the old
the groaner.
The groaners. Yeah.
And then tomorrow, so last week we got some good feedback about Pastor Tony rapping with me assisting him in the little beatbox. And
no, it's a big beatbox.
It's a big beat.
You got a big part.
Okay. So this room has a little echo to it, so it'll help.
Yeah, it'll give it
with the acoustics.
Good acoustics.
I like it. So anyway, we're gonna be breaking it down tomorrow. So call all your friends around the Facebook. I almost said YouTube, Facebook Live channel, and we're gonna rap. We're gonna do maybe an Easter special for you.
Maybe we'll see what's
gonna be.
We'll see what the pen has.
It's gonna be good. So Proverbs 17:22 says, "A cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones." So we're trying to take any crushed spirits, any sorrowful spirits that are out there listening today, and we're trying to cheer you up and make you laugh. And that's the biblical context of the slightly above average jokes that Tony's going to tell us now.
Yep. Well, speaking of dry bones, have you heard about the skeleton that wouldn't jump off of the high dive at the pool?
No, I haven't.
No guts.
Oh, so he couldn't jump because he didn't have any guts.
Yeah.
All right.
So I got this one.
Bottom of the barrel, guys.
This is bad.
Bottom of the barrel.
I got this from this morning from one of the rock students. Why did the skeleton order a glass of milk and a mop?
Like, I let in with the dry bones part, and you're seriously telling all these jokes about skeletons. That wasn't even. Can you tell that again?
Why did the skeleton order a glass of milk and a mop?
Why?
Because when he drank it, he had to clean up the mess.
It's not even. It's so not funny. It's funny. Oh my goodness.
Maybe I told it wrong.
No, it's just like one of those obvious ones, I guess.
Yeah.
Because the skeleton doesn't have guts.
So I am having a little bit of an alphabet conundrum. I can only remember 25 letters in the alphabet, and I just don't know why.
Like that. That's a good one. If my kids aren't watching now, I'm going to use that on you tonight. I really like that one. That's good.
So I was at the park the other day. You know, we're social distancing, 6 feet apart, and I saw this Frisbee, and it kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and I'm thinking, I'm like, why does it keep getting bigger? And then it hit me.
Even Pastor Adam like that one from behind the camera. Pastor Tom.
I got one too. Do you know? That's an old joke. I saw that. I had to look that
came
one
out
up.
when the boomerang one came out, I think.
Probably.
I really like
that. That was a good joke too. It's a stick. Do you know in high school I was actually a high jump champion?
No, Pastor Tony, I didn't know that.
They said that I probably could jump higher than the Empire State Building. You want me to prove it? I'll do it right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
See? Higher than the Empire State Building.
I don't get it.
The Empire State Building can't jump.
Oh my goodness.
Told you.
Wow. If anybody has like a hook or something just to kind of pull them off stage, the Empire State Building kid. Okay. That was sorry.
It's bad, I know.
It was bad, but I liked it because I was confused all the way to the end.
I figured you would be.
Were you planning on actually explaining it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was part of the joke because I didn't think you were going to get it. Or you could say, how could you jump higher than that?
Yeah. Because I'm thinking you're going to.
Did you hear about the dinner plate that was a complete gentleman?
No.
No, he always told all his friends, dinner's on me tonight, guys.
All right.
I got a biblical joke for you.
Average, okay.
Throw some biblical joke in here. What kind of man was Boaz before he was married?
What kind?
Ruthless.
Oh, you just went a little inner city ruthless.
Yeah, ruthless.
Cool.
All right.
Okay.
Got a couple more. Some knock knocks. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Yoda lady.
Yoda lady who?
And you're a pretty good yodeler.
I mean, I knew when I was stepping into that one. Some of the knock knocks aren't as obvious to me, but you started me off easy. Okay.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting sloth.
Interrupting sloth who? I don't get it.
Sloth.
Slow. It's very slow to interrupt. Okay.
All right. This is Miss Carter. If you're watching this, I always get blamed for having horrible grammar, which
you
I do.
Yeah,
you
really do.
I'm really bad. It's like actually,
check your emails
yeah,
and
like
stuff.
literally bad. But Miss Carter, this one's for you. Knock knock.
You waiting for her to say? Oh,
I mean, she can. But...
Who's there? I will do the Miss Carter part.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
To.
To who?
It should be to whom.
Oh, not funny, but grammatically correct. It's good. Wait, really? There's more?
This is the last one.
Okay,
last one.
Kind of good. Yeah.
Do you know how to make someone curious?
Ask them a question?
No. I'll tell you tomorrow.
Ooh, I like it. Tune in tomorrow. But you probably won't tell us tomorrow because we'll be rapping. All right, so I want to welcome to the set at this time, Pastor Todd Stempo. Good morning, Pastor Todd.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Todd. Thanks for coming on today.
Thank you.
He's going to hang out while I give the good news, and then Pastor Todd's going to be sharing from the book of Joshua. So if you could turn there in your app, you could turn there in your Bible. We'll be there in just a few minutes. Good news, Pastor Todd, the verse that we use for good news is Proverbs 25:25. It says, like cold water to a weary soul is good news from a distant land. Again, all of these are not from distant lands, but like good water to a weary soul, that's what good news is. That's why we use it. So I have two good news stories to share for you today, and then I wanted to reference the website that I talked about yesterday. So this first story is about the Texas Roadhouse CEO. So his name is Kent Taylor. He is the CEO and founder of Texas Roadhouse. And what he decided to do late last week was to give up his pay for the rest of the year from March 18th through January 7th of next year. He's giving up his pay, and that's going to be distributed to frontline workers in the industry. Nice. Because of the restrictions at aiming to slow the COVID virus. So it says here, the company is also going to suspend the distribution of profits to shareholders, so all that can be distributed to frontline workers. Nice. So I think that's pretty cool for as much money as he's probably making, that he has gone without. Now, the rest of this year. It's really cool. Another one I want to share is a hometown favorite. His name is Brian Plichta. There's several principals and teachers doing this, but Brian, he graduated just a year ahead of me at West Mifflin, so I wanted to give a shout out to him if there's any Mighty Miffers watching today. But Brian Plichta is a principal at an elementary school in West Mifflin where he graduated from, and he began using Facebook Live. I think it was last week. And he's using it to read books to his school. So any of his kids that their parents have the Facebook app, they can get on and listen to him reading books. I just think it's a great way to stay connected at that time, to stay relational as a principal. I know the teachers and students are having a lot of interaction, but to have a principal think through how they can still stay connected and impact their students. I really like that story also. And this isn't good news, it's just news. Is the website that and Pastor Adam, yeah, okay. The website that I talked about yesterday, it's called Worldometers. And you'll see the link on there. It's worldometers.info/coronavirus. Now, Worldometers, they categorize a ton of different stats. I don't want you to get overwhelmed or consumed with it. What I have found helpful is this. Instead of reading ABC's, NBC, CNN's perspective on what all of the statistics are, this is just a list of statistics, period. There's no commentary on it. I did some research on it yesterday by different fact-finding agencies and people that would debunk things if they were exaggerating on this site. And I have found them to be what other sites are calling them, reliable, unbiased, and other major statistical sites are also starting to reference them. So they have a lot of different things on there. Right on the front page, you'll see different stats that are listed just in list form, and then it goes into some graphs. The graphs are usually a day old, but then the stats here are pretty up to date. One of the encouraging things that we just don't hear is out of the 605,000 cases of coronavirus right now, only 5% of them are serious or critical condition. Now, that's 30,000 people. They need to be in our prayers. Those who have passed away, their families need to be in our prayers. Those are very serious. But to hear the reality that 95% of them are just mild conditions. Amen. And I look at this, it's the green statistic. It's the third one down on this page. Every day I've been checking this for the past week or so. 173 people have recovered from it. And it's just awesome.